Welcome everyone to today's, well, I guess I should call it Pick a Crystal reading. Today we are doing messages from Spirit, and we're going to be doing a Celtic cross spread for each reading. So this will be group number 1, 2, and 3. For group number 3, sorry, I don't know why I said that. For group number 1, we have, it's called stromatolite. I believe this is actually a very ancient fossil. Yeah, stromatolite. And then for group number 2, we have a selenite heart. In group number 3, ruby fuchsite. So use your intuition, see which stone is calling to you most. If you resonate with numbers, take a look at the timestamps below. Pause the video if you need more time, and I will see you in your reading. Welcome group number 1 to your reading. You are drawn to this stone here. So we're going to do a Celtic cross spread with the question, well, what do you need to hear right now? What messages does Spirit have for you? So thank you all so much for being here. You are all so welcome and so loved in this space. Thank you to your spirit guides, to my spirit guides for assisting with the reading. Thank you, Spirit, for your clear and accurate messages. What does group number 1 need to hear right now? So card position 1 will represent group number 1. And what crosses group number 1 at this time? We're just going to draw all the cards and then we'll get into it, okay? More background information, please. Relevant past. What is on their mind regarding this? Tell me what happens next. What are their fears regarding whatever this is about? Outside energy and influences. True desires and wishes. What is the outcome here? Bottom of the deck, we have the Star in reverse. This can kind of be the energy you're coming from, maybe a lack of faith or hope in some situation. Now, I'm just going to put the outcome over here. Are these all in frame? I'm using my smallest deck. All right. So let's get started. So the card representing you at this current time, we have the 6 of Swords in reverse. This could talk about feeling stuck or trapped in a situation, like you don't see the way out, or you could be feeling like you're headed back towards a bad situation that you've been in the past. There's a lot of stagnant energy here. And what crosses you, we have the Chariot. I feel like there is something within you. You have this will, this power, this drive right now to make a change. And maybe you're not sure what exact change you want to make right now, but you know a change is necessary because you're feeling stuck and you're really wanting to move forward. Some of you may even be wanting to physically move to get out of a situation, or this could just be like moved on the journey of life in some way. We'll see what comes up. Emmy is now here. So for more information on this, what's going on, we have the King of Wands in reverse. The first thing that comes to me is perhaps you're feeling a little bit of a lack of confidence or drive right now. Even though you know change is needed in some area of your life, maybe multiple areas, you just don't feel that drive or that ambition, or you don't feel capable for whatever reason right now. So we do have some astrological energy coming through right now. With the Chariot, we have Cancer, and the King of Wands. A lot of times this could be Aries energy, but other fire energy as well. Leo or Sagittarius, but that does not mean that has to be your sign. So for relevant past, we have the Four of Cups in reverse. So upright, the Four of Cups, this can talk about dissatisfaction. And maybe Spirit is calling your attention right now, since this is in reverse. You've been in similar situations in the past. You've been dissatisfied. You've been stagnant before, but you were able to seek a way out. So right now, if you're feeling so overwhelmed, you don't know what to do, you feel stuck, just know that you have overcome a lot in your life, and your spirit guides want you to recognize that you are so capable, you are so strong. You've been in funks before, you've been in challenging situations before, and things did get better. You might be in a headspace right now like, things will never get better, I'm stuck here forever, some kind of negative thinking, and Spirit wants you to know, like, you've gotten out of bad spots before, you've gotten out of situations that weren't satisfying, that were depressing, whatever it is. You've come so far in your life, and you're going to continue to strive forward. You've definitely got this, and there could be something that Spirit's pointing out to learn from the past. How did you overcome something in the past? Have you been through similar situations? Or maybe do you know someone who's been in a similar situation that you can ask for advice or model them in some sort of way? And for the fifth position card, we have the Three of Cups, which is kind of like what's on your mind, what you want. I see that you want more fun in your life. You want more companionship. I feel like there's something here, like what's on your mind is kind of like wanting an easy way out. Of course, we all do, when we have challenges, we just want an easy way. We just want to have fun. We don't want to do the hard work. And I feel like the Chariot's crossing me right now, because the Chariot does call us to do that inner work, to address things, to have that will to strive forward. But like your subconscious, or what's on your mind, is like you just want things to be easy, and that's human nature, I would say. So no judgment, but your guides are calling your attention to that there is something that needs your attention, that needs your willpower, that needs some discipline, so you can move forward, get out of whatever this stagnant, like Six of Swords and reverse energy is in your life now. So we'll get to the outcome cards last. So for fears, these could be subconscious or something you're aware of. We have the Five of Swords in reverse, which is interesting. Upright, you would think, would be more in a fears position, but this is normal. This sometimes happens. We'll go through it. So the Five of Swords upright could be, being afraid of being bullied or controlled or manipulated or put down. But I feel like there's something here with you're afraid to speak your mind or speak your truth, because you might be afraid that when you do so, when you say what you truly want, you might hurt others in the process. Some of you might be staying in a situation, maybe it's a relationship, a job, or something with family, whatever it is going on in your life. You might be staying there because you don't want to hurt other people's feelings, or you're afraid of what other people will think. And that could be kind of keeping you stuck, and that could be something Spirit's drawing your attention to, so you can work through that. Outside influences right now, so outside of you that's influencing the situation, we have the Emperor. This could be a father figure. This could be a boss, a masculine authority figure in some sort of way, yes. So there's someone here that maybe you feel like is in more control of your life than you are. Maybe that has to do with like letting people down with that Five of Swords in reverse, what I was getting from that. Maybe you feel stuck in this job or this relationship or this situation because you feel like you're doing everything else because other people want you to do something. They want you to be doing this job or this thing or having this role, but you just feel trapped and you don't feel like you're living your purpose in some way, or you just feel trapped in a job you don't like, you feel trapped in a relationship you're not satisfied in. And it seems like it's because of what someone else wants that's kind of controlling your situation right now. And it's interesting for what you what your subconscious or your conscious is showing as your true wishes and desires right now is the Ace of Cups in reverse. Up here, I haven't really been using my hands at all, so just so you know where we are. So the Ace of Cups in reverse, this could be like a loss of love. So some people in this group, you may really feel stuck in a relationship or situation, some sort of partnership, and you're wanting to separate, or you're wanting to tell your true feelings. Maybe you're wanting to let people know that you're just feeling depressed or stuck. Maybe you've been hiding that you're not happy in some area of your life to please others, and you've just been staying there. And I feel like deep down you want others to know how you're feeling, so you're able to make this shift, so you're able to change. There could be, wanting to break up, wanting to leave a job, or just wanting to express how you feel, that you're not happy in a situation. And so what happens next? We have the Hierophant here. Spirit is guiding you to seek some sort of guidance, some counsel, to help you move forward from a situation that you're in, the situation that you're in. Maybe if, for example, this doesn't have to be your situation, take it as it applies to yours. You might hear my cat. Maybe you are having trouble in a relationship right now and feeling stuck in it, and you want to express your emotions and what's going on with you, going to a couples counselor or something like that. Or it could even be just seeking out education. Maybe you're not happy with your job and you're being called to learn new things and learn new skills, have a teacher, have a mentor, have a guide in some sort of way. Also, if you are feeling really depressed and stuck, getting a therapist, a healer. There's just so many things it could be, but what it is seeking guidance, seeking counsel from someone that can help guide you through the situation. Kind of coming back to what we were saying, that maybe there's something in the past that worked, or someone you talked to in the past. And we also said modeling someone. Like, how did someone in a similar situation to you move forward? This can be someone you know, find a coach or something online, but modeling people who are living the life you want or overcame whatever you're going through, or just talking to people. I feel like you've been holding in something to your, like really holding it in and not expressing it. And maybe you don't feel comfortable expressing it to people immediately around you, and that is why Spirit's guiding you to then ask someone else, get a coach or a guide or a friend or someone, so you can get your thoughts out, so you don't have to harbor all of this yourself, because I feel like there is something you've really been hanging on to, and it's because, it really seems like because you don't want to hurt other people. And outcome card. We have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So you may express your feelings towards someone or what's going on after you get guidance and you're ready to address something that you're feeling a lack of connection with someone or lack of connection in your life. And you might talk to someone about this, and there may be someone in your life that isn't on your side. Maybe it's a family member, a friend, a partner, a boss, and they might not respect your boundaries, not respect what you want, and see this as like a blessing, because then you can move forward and you can move on to other things. Maybe there's some people in your life that don't reciprocate. Like maybe you feel like you're doing all the work at your job or in your relationships and you're not getting something back. I feel like Spirit's really drawing your attention to how you're feeling with other people. Are you doing things for them? Another thing I'm seeing with the Six of Pentacles is maybe before you were always helping other people. You're always the helper. You're always the doer, the person people came to because you always say yes. And I think this is showing that you're going to be stepping up boundaries. You're not always going to be doing things for other people. You may be really called to do things for yourself now. To do things for yourself, to do what makes you happy and satisfied instead of doing what everyone else tells you to do or wants you to do. And this could be challenging for a lot of people. But this seems to be like a big lesson here. Now I'm looking over the spread now and I'm seeing patterns here. We do have multiple sixes, and the sixes are in reverse, and six could have to do with relationship to other, and I feel like they're in reverse because now it's time to focus inward and focus on what's good for you instead of what's like for everyone else. We also have a couple fives here and a couple fours. So let's see how many major arcanas we have. There are several. 1, 2, 3 majors, 2 cups, 2 swords. Yeah, it's kind of well distributed here between. I don't think we're lacking any of the elements here. So let's summarize this. Let's get down to exactly what this is. So we see you're stuck in a situation and not satisfied in the situation, feeling kind of trapped, and you know that change is needed, but you're not really sure what step to take. You just want things to get better or just move forward. But Spirit is calling to your attention that something is needed to change here. And a big thing is expressing how you truly feel and not just doing everything because people want you to. And really thinking about, what do you want? What will make you happy? And a lot of you will feel guided to seek help somehow, seek guidance, with this Hierophant. This could also be higher learning as well. So seeking guidance, learning things, reading books on it, watching videos, finding a healer, just really getting guidance. That is the first step on how you can figure out how to move forward here. But Spirit's calling you to start choosing yourself. You're always giving to others, and maybe you're doing things for others, and you might be feeling in a funk and feeling dissatisfied now because you've kind of veered off your authentic path to appease others. And this is pretty dang common, I'd say. Can relate. So now, sometimes when we realize this, we're like, well, what do I do? What do I like? What do I want? And that's where you're being called to explore by seeking guidance or taking classes, reading books, just discovering you, like discovering what interests you, what brings you joy. And I know a lot of people will be like, well, I don't have a lot of time and all this stuff, but it's really important to schedule time in for yourself. There's actually been studies that busy people, like, they ask them to add in something like fun for themselves. Like it could be like a class, like something that's meaningful for you. And then afterwards, after they added something into their already busy schedule, they actually felt like they had more time because they were doing things that lifted them up, that lighted them up, that gave them meaning and purpose. So no more excuses. I'm not saying you do that, but a lot of, it's pretty common as well. So what can you do for yourself? And learning how to express yourself to others, I think, in your own needs is a big lesson currently in your life that Spirit's calling you to address. All right. How about we end your reading with an angel number and angel message? Okay. Spirit, what angel number do you have for group number 1? What final message do you have for group number 1? 101, starting over. It's never too late to start over. It's never too late for something new. Yeah, coming back, it's like, I did get that feeling that maybe some of you guys want to leave a relationship or leave a job or make some big change. And this is confirmation here that it's never too late, never too early, whatever. Happiness is linked to self-expression, growth, and experience. Learning from failure is key. Happiness is real, possible, and around. Understand its process and the pursuit of it. Joy is fluid. It's in the little things and the big ones. Fails are fun. Start fresh. Yes. I feel like this is a perfect ending, and it's angel number 101. I didn't say that. I know most people are viewing, but just in case you're just listening, 101, 101, starting over. and you'll feel happy. You're feeling in a funk, you know, when you express yourself, when you do things that are for you, coming back to what we're saying, that is when you'll feel happier. And also learning from failures is key. That's the point we were saying, it looking to the past, what's worked in the past, or just seeing what's going on currently as a learning phase in your life, not as a failure, so you can grow and expand and move forward in a joyous way here. All right. That concludes your reading group number 1. I really do hope this resonated. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got value from this reading. If you did, please subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video, leave a comment. If you would like to book a private reading with me, you can do so on my website, kittyoutsidethebox.com. I'll link that down below. Thank you all again so much for being here. I truly am so grateful for each and every one of you. I love you so much. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, group number 1. Oh, 1. Welcome, group number 2, to your reading. You were drawn to this selenite crystal here. So we're going to see what's important for you to hear today. Celtic cross spread. Thank you all so much for being here. You are all so welcome and so loved in this space. Thank you to your spirit guides, to my spirit guides, for assisting with the reading today. Thank you, Spirit, for your clear and accurate messages. What does group number 1 need to hear today? All right, so we're going to Celtic cross spread. We're going to draw all the cards, and then we'll get into it. What card represents group number 1 at this time? What crosses them? More background information, please. Relevant past. What's on my mind? What do we expect to happen? Tell me what happens next. Ooh. Oh, that's weird. I'm gonna put this back. Outside influences. Cards are like flipping over for you. True desires. Bottom of the deck, we have the 6 of Cups. A lot of you could be feeling nostalgic lately, perhaps thinking about an old relationship, an old friend, the past. We'll see how this relates, but underlying energy, 6 of Cups. Some of you may even be in this process right now of inner child healing, or you've been really working on yourself, because the card we have that represents you is beautiful. We have the Temperance card. This is Sagittarius energy, but Temperance is really like balance and harmony and healing. Look at that rainbow. That's really sticking out to me. Think about when we see rainbows after the storm, after the rain. It's like maybe things have been a little rough and now things are calming. You're doing that work. You're seeing the beauty, the healing, the benefit of the past. Yeah, maybe that's why the past is coming up. I feel like a lot of you are in this energy right now of healing from the past. And what crosses you? We have the 4 of Swords. For some of you, I feel like there's this message. Maybe you've been really into the healing, working on yourself. And I feel like it's time to rest, just to sleep here. For more information, we have the 9 of Swords in reverse. There's something you're really healing your anxiety. You guys could have really had some negative thoughts and you've been working on that. There's also, if you are currently in that energy, you're feeling anxious. You've been feeling a lack of confidence. We have this Queen of Wands in reverse as relevant past. And in reverse, it's not feeling very good about yourself, not feeling confident, not feeling connected or creative, maybe even feeling a little lonely, but not feeling too good about yourself is what I'm getting from that. And that could be related to maybe negative thoughts you've been having about yourself mostly. Maybe life's been a little hectic. And you're being called to heal, to rest. And a lot of you, since Temperance is representing you now, I feel like you're already in this healing energy. And Spirit wants you to know that what you're doing is working. You are healing. Keep doing that, working on your thoughts. Keep sleeping well. Like, prioritize your sleep right now. Someone needs to hear that. Prioritize your sleep. This is when a lot of healing work is done, especially between the hours of 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. I know some people stay up late, but our body does a lot of healing and at that time, like physically mostly, but when we're physically feeling well, that's when, emotionally, spiritually, we can feel better and have more energy, have more confidence. Yeah, because the Queen of Wands in reverse could talk about maybe a lack of energy as well. You're not feeling very good, not feeling energized, you're not going to be feeling very confident to do much. What's on your mind? We have this Two of Pentacles in reverse. A lot of you could be stressed about money or just juggling a lot right now. And you might be thinking like, oh, I don't have time to sleep or do all these other healing things or to work on myself. There's just so much going on. I don't have the time. Yeah. There's a lot of energy here on working on that healing, on yourself. And I feel like you guys really do have a good foundation here. For fears, we have the King of Swords, which is interesting. Some of you may fear a specific person, but I feel like for most of you, this is about you're afraid of making decisions, from stepping more into that logical side. I feel like a lot of you, coming back to what I kind of said before, have been in that healing, doing the inner work, and maybe you're getting comfortable in that phase. And you're being called to make some decisions right now, to take some actions. Yeah, because what's crossing you? Maybe you guys are overly, with this Four of Swords. Yeah, some of you need to prioritize your sleep, but another thing is not to oversleep as well. Maybe there's been a lot of rest. There's been a lot of just going within and not a lot of action. Maybe you've been really in your feminine. Yeah, because with this Two of Pentacles in reverse here, this could be an imbalance between your masculine and feminine. And a lot of you maybe are really in this space because there's an inner fear that you may not be aware of, that you're afraid to make decisions and you're afraid to take actions. Like, you've done this inner work, you've listened to tarot readings, you've read books, watched YouTube videos, whatever it is, or all of the above, and you have all these tools, all these methods of healing, but maybe you haven't implemented everything or taken action on certain things. And that is a fear. You're a little comfortable in this spot. But I feel like Spirit's wanting you to know, group number 2, that it's time to take action. It's time, you're ready for the next level. Because outside energy here, we have the Fool. A new beginning awaits you. A new beginning and a transformation. There's a butterfly here. Maybe some of you guys already know there's something awaiting you. There's some opportunity, there's something, but maybe you're afraid to take that chance to make a decision to go for something new. But there is something new around you, something that you're being called to take that leap, to take that chance. A transformation awaits you. You're ready for that next phase. A lot of you have been like in that chrysalis phase, doing the inner work, working on yourself, like transforming. And now it's time to like spread your wings and fly and move on to the next chapter. But you've gotten comfortable at where you are. And this could be a little subconscious. You might be like, but I do want a new job. I do want that relationship. I do want those friends and that growth, whatever it is. But you might not realize that you're also in this comfort zone. And Are you taking aligned actions even though you want things? Maybe you're like, I meditate, I do affirmations, I do that inner child work, I do all the things, the shadow work, but are you taking aligned action with what you want? Spirit's calling you to be like the fool, like to take that leap, to take that step, to go after that butterfly, to go after that transformation, to go after what it is you want. And taking that action, making those decisions is a fear. It could be a fear of the unknown, a fear of what's next. And then for what you desire, it's interesting, we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. But in this card, upright, we have, it's like turtle or tortoise, I think it's a turtle, I don't know, that he's riding on. So it's very slow pace. And in reverse, I still see that, but upright, you know, the Knight of Cups, a lot of people will talk, you know, you can recognize that as like, oh, like a new love or new emotional opportunity or moving towards love or an offer in love. And I feel like for a lot of you, that could be something that you're trying to manifest. You're wanting love, you're wanting a relationship, you're wanting something more emotionally fulfilling. But deep down, like subconsciously, you don't feel like ready for that for some reason. You're like, I just want to go with this slow pace. And I feel like it's because there's more for you to do. I feel like you might be like hoping that someone just comes in and swoops in your life, like a new opportunity swoops in, a new relationship, someone from the past comes in. Yeah, but there's something blocking this here. It's like you don't really truly want that. There could be someone in your life that you're not really wanting as well. There could be a specific relationship that you are wanting to pull away from. You could be on this healing journey and maybe someone in your life is not. Someone from the past, you know, and that's okay. We are all on our own journeys. And sometimes we grow apart from people. Maybe one day can join back again, but that could be something some of you guys don't, that could be causing some stress and worry. And again, this could be conscious or subconscious in spirit. Your guides are bringing this up for you to realize that there could be this innate desire maybe to separate from someone. Again, this could be friends, family, or like romantic. Spend less time with them because maybe you're no longer aligned. And why you're not taking this step that's coming through, this could be because you're afraid of the unknown. What comes next if I do leave this relationship or this friendship or this job? A lot of times when you have a spiritual awakening, this happens often. You leave relationships or jobs because you've changed. You've become more aligned. You've shed layers, you know, and you've gone through that chrysalis phase and you're ready to come out the other side, but things no longer are really working. So I think there's a big message here that Spirit wants you to acknowledge that maybe it is time to move away from certain things and be honest with what you want and take aligned action towards what you want. And it might not be easy. We have what happens next, the Five of Wands. Some people in your life might challenge you with this. They might be like, why are you shifting jobs? Why are you, you know, so woo-woo now? Or why are you, you know, why don't you want to date this person or hang out with these people? You know, there might be some people with conflicting interests, but Spirit's like wants you to choose what's right for you. Again, the easy way out is just to go back to how you were in the past or who you were with in the past, but you're being really called now to, you know, get out of that chrysalis, to spread your wings, to move on to the next phase of life. You've learned a lot, you've healed, it's time to take action now. And for the outcome, we have the King of Wands in reverse. There is a lot of energy here about perhaps a specific person. that you're being called to move away from. This could be someone who's controlling, a little narcissistic, a little self-focused, who does not like how you're changing. And maybe it's even a boss. This is a general reading, so I'm just, let's see what I'm seeing so you can take how it resonates to your situation. But there seems to be a big message coming through. It kind of came through in the last reading, but a little different now. But it's time to do things for ourselves, for our journey, for what's best for us. It's time to take a leap forward, a step forward. You are ready for the next step. You are ready. So now let's see additional messages, any trends here. So like I said, one big thing is we do have a decent amount of court cards here, which talks about relationships or other people or qualities in people. It can be qualities in yourself as well. We have 2 major arcanas, 2 wands, 3 swords, 1 pentacle. Pretty well balanced here. So, are you ready to take the next step? What is that step? Well, being honest with yourself about what you want and having those conversations that could be tough with other people. Maybe you've been avoiding that. But when you do this, it's going to free up so much anxiety, so much tension you've been holding. And it's going to lead you to something new, something more fulfilling. So stepping into that discomfort, making those choices, taking those actions is going to lead you on a new journey. Okay, we're gonna now get an angel number, an angel message for you. Follow message. Oh, something flipped over. Wow, this is a similar one to the last group, but different number. 1313. Starting fresh. What we were just saying, that step out of your comfort zone. You are about to create something meaningful. All your skills and talents will bring you auspicious profits. Build up your confidence and trust in your decisions. Yes, it's time. It's time to start fresh. It's time to grow. And all your skills and talents, this is like all the healing you've been doing, all that you've been learning. It's time to use them. Have confidence. Take those steps. Have those uncomfortable conversations. Step out of your comfort zone. It's time to start fresh. It's time to move forward. It's time to take a leap of faith for yourself. Trust in your decisions. Beautiful. All right, group number 2. I hope this reading resonated with you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got value from the messages today. If you did, please be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, so you don't miss out on future readings, and like this video so I know you liked it. Leave a comment, and if you would like to book a private reading with me, I offer both tarot and astrology services, some other fun things as well. You can do so on my website, kittyoutsidethebox.com. I will link that down below. Thank you all again so much for being here. I truly am so grateful for each and every one of you. I love you so, so, so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, group number 2. Welcome, group number 3, to your reading. You're all so welcome and so loved in this space. Thank you to your spirit guides, to my spirit guides, for assisting with the reading today. Thank you, Spirit, for your clear and accurate messages. So we're going to do a Celtic cross spread. We're going to draw all the cards and then we'll get right into it. So what does group number 3 need to hear right now? Card representing them. Two of Cups. What crosses them? More background information, please. Relevant past. What happens next? Subconscious or conscious fears. Outside energy influences. True desires. At the bottom of the deck we have the Ace of Wands. So this talks about a new beginning. What maybe some of you guys are stepping into a new role, a new beginning in some way, or you are desiring one. Let's take a look at your cards. I think we're all good. Are they all in frame? Yes. So, what's on your mind, or like what's representing you? We have the Two of Cups. And really, I feel like maybe a lot of you are really focused right now on partnership in some way. This could be wanting to find a romantic partner, or focus on your current partnership, wanting to find a job, like a partnership in business, friendship, just a partnership in general seems to be what's going on here. Maybe some of you guys are wanting to start a new one, find a new one here. But what crosses you is the Five of Pentacles. It's like there's a lack here. You're feeling, I can't get what I want. So whether that's the relationship or the job, those are what's coming through for some reason, even though it's a cup. Actually, we don't have any pentacle. Oh, wait, the pentacle is what's crossing you. Never mind. There's a strong feeling here of not enough, not having what you need. Scarcity. Feeling like there's no opportunities, nothing out there for you. Like some of you guys may want a partner, but you're like, there's no good people out there, or it's hard, or I can't get a job, or I can't make the money I want. It's like I can't find the clients, I can't find the friends. But deep down, you're really wanting something new, and you're wanting something passionate. You're wanting something romantic. Yeah, for a lot of you, this does seem romantic. Maybe you're missing your current partner, or you're wanting a new partner. Or again, for a few of you, this could be about a business partner or a job. And there could be major limiting beliefs here around relationships, or the lack thereof. Because in the past, there is some sort of deceptive behavior. We have the Seven of Swords in the relevant past position. And this talks about, yeah, deception, theft, manipulative behaviors, someone taking advantage of you, stealing from you, deceiving you, cheating on you. And whatever has happened in the past, how you've been treated in the past, what's happened to you in the past, is greatly affecting this right now. Like you're wanting a partner, you're wanting fulfillment, connection, and passion, but you don't expect it. You know, you want it, but your beliefs that everyone cheats, or it's hard, whatever your limiting beliefs are about this, are blocking you from what it is you're desiring. There's something here like you expect everyone to be the same, or not to live up to your standards. And it's like when you expect that, when you think that, you're not going to find someone who respects you, who values you. there's a big fear here in the tower, in the fear position. This makes total sense to be there. You're afraid of just getting hurt again, for just having something terrible happen again, being cheated on, divorced, being abandoned. There could be something here for a lot of you, an abandonment or neglect wound here, whether it's from childhood or relationships in adulthood, romantic relationships, friendships. You don't want to be just thrown to the curb, left alone. You're afraid, like, if you let people in, if you let someone in, that the same thing could happen, or everything will crumble apart here for you. Mm-hmm. And it's interesting, we have the Eight of Wands in reverse for what you want. So there is some scattered energy in terms of desires, which makes sense because we see one part here of you wanting a partner or wanting your desires, but at the same time thinking negatively towards them. And it's like, I don't think spirits has much clarity on what it is you want, and could definitely be blocking your manifestations. Like, I want to be with my partner, I want a partner, I want a job, but then you have all these thoughts like, oh well, everyone sucks, or it's so hard, or I'll never get the money I need, or I'll never get to meet the person. And it's like, well, what do you want, group number 3? What do you want to move forward in a relationship? Do you want to move forward in a job, a friendship, whatever it is you're desiring? Again, take how it resonates to your current situation and what you are wanting. So there's definitely this guidance, this message coming through. We have outside energy as the Two of Wands, and I see this as like your spirit guides right now. They're like sitting up there, they're like, we want to plan for the future, we want to bring you what you need, but what is it? What do you want? What do you truly want here? So we can help you, so we can guide you there. And maybe you do know what you truly want, but you didn't realize that you could be having a lot of conflicting thoughts, and that you could still have a lot of energy from the past currently affecting you that's blocking you from moving forward. There's definitely something here with a little bit more healing needed, or just even being aware of how the past has been affecting you, or how your thoughts are affecting you, your belief system right now. Because there's a huge emphasis here on this lack mindset, victim mindset, that is blocking you from moving forward. But for what happens next, we do have the Six of Swords, which is moving out of troubled situations. So I see you are acknowledging these things, getting your thoughts in order. You're moving away from a toxic situation, even for some of you. Or you're really being guided to do so. Mm-hmm. And this toxic situation could be in your outer reality. Maybe there's just people you're around, situations you're involved in that aren't benefiting you, that are keeping you stuck, and you're moving away from that. Maybe like physically moving away, like leaving a bad job, bad relationship, bad friendship. But for a lot of you, this will be your inner world, moving away from those turbulent thoughts. Maybe something that could be really helpful is saying positive affirmations, really working on your mindset. But for the outcome, though, we do have the Eight of Swords here, but this is something that could be changed. The Eight of Swords is being imprisoned by our thoughts, thinking we're stuck, thinking we're stagnant, but really it's all in our head, that we have more control than we realize. Your spirit guides really want you to recognize that you are super powerful. Your thoughts do create your reality. Sometimes we don't believe that or don't recognize that, because we're like, why would all these bad things happen then? But sometimes when we're thinking perpetual negative thoughts, we're just going to attract more negative situations. So Spirit's really calling group number 3 today to heal our thoughts, to work on them. And awareness, again, is a huge first step. And also, the first step I would say Spirit wants you to do is to get clear on what you want, and then it'll make it easier to recognize when you're having conflicting thoughts and beliefs that go against what you truly want. Because there's a lot of scattered energy here with what you want and don't want. Like, it's confusing to like your spirit, your helpers. They want to help you, they want to guide you, and so getting really clear on that is the first step. What do you want? And sometimes people are like, what do I want? You know, and maybe you can only think about what you don't want, but that's something to springboard off of. You can be like, okay, well, I don't want to be lonely. I don't want to be broke. I don't want to be this. So you can be like, well, I want fulfilling relationships. And then you can get really specific. What kinds? How do you want to be treated? What do you want to do together? And then, you know, I don't want to be broke. Be like, I want to be financially free. And then you can talk about like how much money you want each month. How do you want to make that money? And just getting very clear is going to be really helpful here. And then when you're really clear on that, you let the universe know that's what you want. And then you may try and become more aware of your thoughts. So maybe you'll be like, oh, like, you know, money's so hard, or people suck, you know, whatever. Those seem to be like 2 ones, like in some variation coming through. And then you can kind of switch the narrative. If you catch yourself, have some positive affirmations ready to go. And it might sound cheesy or annoying to you, but it's kind of like that fake it till you make it mentality that could really help here. And you'll really start to see progress here when you do this. You don't need to be in this energy. You don't need to let the past have such control anymore. And this is something that takes work, that takes effort, and is really a part of all of our journey. I feel like everyone I know, I can relate, at least I can speak for myself, that a lack mindset, negative thoughts is something I work on all the time, you know, but it gets easier. And sometimes I catch myself going in a low point and having more negative thoughts or thinking worse about myself. So what I do is I have an action plan, a little spiritual tool belt. So I've been listening, you know, I listen to affirmation tracks. So I mean, if you can come up with your own, that's great. But you can also listen to them on YouTube for free, pertaining whatever it is. It could be self-confidence, self-love, self-worth. It could be about money, about relationships, really anything you can find. You just search it. I think meditation could be something really great, so you can be more aware of the thoughts you're having. See what comes up when you're in meditation. And whatever really resonates with you, moving your body. Ooh, my light just went out. Only some of my lights went out, like on half of my... That's so weird. Only the lights I'm using for this reading went out. None of the other lights in my whole apartment went out. Okay, I just was able to turn this back on. That's interesting. I feel like I feel like your spirit guides are really present here. They really want you. They're like, okay, let's turn that light on. I feel like maybe you guys have been in the dark. Maybe you've been feeling a little off, and it's just time now to take action, to work on it. And again, it's not easy, but having this tool belt, having these, oh wow, my printer underneath here went off. That's so weird that just this area of my place. Sorry, you might hear my printer. It's underneath my desk. Emmy's sitting on it. She's like, what's going on? But sometimes we get in these negative spirals, negative slumps, and I feel like this is your spirit guides kind of trying to get your attention and not be hard on yourself for it. And now you can work on your thoughts, find what works for you, and just again have that like tool about like things you can do. Listen to guided meditations, listen to affirmation tracks, maybe even like subliminals when you sleep if there's some that you like. tapping. There's so many things. Moving your body. I feel like movement is something that's important because we do have a movement card here is what happens next. Moving your body, being by water, drinking more water, treating yourself well, more self-love and self-care, definitely something that will be helpful here. I'm still like, how did that happen? It's not like the power went out because you know how the stove would be flashing and stuff like that. My computer didn't make noise. That's so interesting. Just this little area. There's a lot of energy here right now. Your guides are very present. So we have multiple 8s here, multiple 2s. So there is, you know, a lot of energy here on stepping into your personal power, not giving your power away to the past, not scattering your energy. Energy is your power, it's your life force, and really focusing on what matters to you. There could be a lot of emphasis on what you don't want, what you don't have, and Spirit's calling your awareness to that. So now you can focus on what you do want and how you do want to be treated, what you do want to experience, and really this will help guide you forward. You don't need to remain stuck. You don't need to remain stagnant. And it's okay if you have off days, but just really continuing to work on this, to work on yourself, and know that you are worthy, you are deserving of your desires. And sometimes we just need a reframe of our thoughts and our beliefs, and that awareness can really move us forward out of a funk, out of a slump, whatever it is that's going on for you, group number 3. All right, now we're going to get an angel number, an angel message for you. Spirit, what final message do you have for group number 3? (1001) Spiritual awakening. New beginning, personal development, prioritizing creativity, and heading in the right direction. A new phase in a religious or spiritual quest. You're going through a spiritual awakening, which can feel like a dark night of the soul. You're on the right path to enlightenment, and this too shall pass. Yes, this is a part of your spiritual journey. Being in the loud siren. I never hear them around here. I feel like there's like a lot of noise, a lot of light stuff going on, a lot of energy around you right now. Yeah, you're going through a spiritual awakening, and you've gone through a lot of changes. The tower, you know, that you're afraid that like more things will change. You're shifting so much. You're not satisfied with certain things in life anymore. It's because you're growing, you're changing, you're evolving. And this is a part of your spiritual path, a part of your spiritual journey, this growth right now. It seems challenging, but soon you'll be able to see the silver lining. This is a part of your growth. A new beginning awaits you. You will come out this other side. You're like in that chrysalis right now, the goo. It can be a little painful. It can be tough, but soon you're going to be breaking free of this. And Spirit wanted to identify some things you can work on or think about. But no, you are headed in the right direction ultimately. And with the personal development here, yeah, that's just working on yourself and your mindset. That makes total sense here. And by working on your inner world, you're going to start to see eventually the outer world reflect this. Better relationships, better health, better income, whatever it is, all of the above. But yeah, a new beginning awaits you. All right, group number 3. I hope that resonated. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope you got value from it. If you did, please be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video, leave a comment. If you would like to book a private reading with me, you can do so on my website, kittyoutsidethebox.com. I will link that down below. Thank you all again so much for being here. I truly am so grateful for each and every one of you. I love you so, so, so much. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, group number 3.